What's up, guys?
What's going on, Dan? It's been pretty.
Sorry.
It's been pretty cool to see, all the old photos of you and Puna, and I saw you guys signing posters together and all that. I mean, what's this fight week like for you? One of the most memorable so far?
Yeah, definitely. Honestly, that's the most exciting thing about this whole week is just getting to compete with one of my best friends in the world. Puna and I have grown up together since our early teens. Went to high school together, rode the bus together every single day, about an hour bus ride from 7-Eleven to our school. And he was wrestling before me, but when I started wrestling, we'd take the bus home every day, like late at night, 7, 8, 9 p.m., and just talk about being in the UFC. Even if we didn't truly believe it, we'd talk about it and like dream about it. And it was a frequent, often conversation of things we talk about. And, coming from kids, like, we're just quiet, funny kids, like class clowns type of guy. But, like, I mean, I was openly bullied going through high school, just being that type of guy, and Puna as well a little bit. He was a little bigger than me, so he could stand for himself. But it's kind of cool just to look back at that and you take two kids that no one would have believed us at the time if we were to told them we were going to be in the UFC. Like, we were just pretty much two funny idiots, going through school. So this is a crazy, memorable experience for both of us. And I told him if we may never get this opportunity again, so this is our chance to make an impact, to make a mark, and I'm super excited for it, more than the fight.
I know it's been a frustrating stretch for you. I know your self-confidence, self-belief remains high, but I guess, so what's the biggest lesson you can take out of these setbacks they've had to deal with?
I would say it's definitely frustrating. I haven't had a win in almost 2 years, and a guy that does everything in his power, everything in my training, all my preparations, what I put in my body, my sleep, the amount of money I invest into myself, in my training, in my coaches, and to not get a victory in however long it's been since March, 2021, it's frustrating. And I definitely would say I've picked myself down to the core, like, because you go back and say, well, why did I lose that one? Oh, I can't lose more than one in a row or two in a row. Then I go lose two, then I lose three. And it's super frustrating. But I think through that time, I've really kind of went back and dissected myself. Like, it's hard not to, right? And I've talked to mental performance coaches, and like, I want to be able to compete at my absolute best on one day, and that's all that matters is fight day. And so I've worked on those things. I've worked on establishing my values and understanding my values, and knowing that they change from day to day, understanding that certain anxieties that we deal with as human beings. Like, I'm a human being, aside from being a fighter, I'm still a human being, and I have feelings and emotions just like all of you. And kind of coming to an agreement with it and understanding it and like coping mechanisms, because I'm a superhero 2-3 times a year when I step in the ring, but outside of the ring, I'm just a human like everyone else. And aside from that, even, it's just getting back to belief in myself and my training and what I do, because I've had a ton of influence, not bad, but like greats of the sport telling me certain things and different training philosophies. And, I buy into it. I believe in it because I have that, kind of Bruce Lee mindset. I want to learn from everyone, take what works, discard what doesn't. But unfortunately, I had to try it out. And sometimes those things don't work for me. And when I step in the cage on Saturday night, when I'm about to walk up those steps, it comes down to believing in myself, not believing in what Khabib told me, not believing what Henry Cejudo or Usman or Gaethje or any influential person that I've been around. It doesn't matter what they've told me, and it comes down into what I'm doing. So over the the last 6 months is just getting back to my roots and doing what I believe in. You know, if someone tells me that's not the right thing, like I don't, I just take it with a grain of salt and I move on and I keep doing it because that's what's giving me confidence at the end of the day. And I think that's allows me freedom to perform at my best.
Nice. Damon obviously has been very respectful, but he's talked about the fact, he kind of reached out to you via direct message and was like, hey, man, I think we should fight. So I'm curious, when you see that, are you like, well, that's cool? Or are you like, why is he picking me out of the crowd? Like, what's your reaction to it?
I mean, yeah, it is true. He did message me. So after my last fight in June, I kind of got right back to it. Because that was a 17-week training camp, and for it to just go to shit, it was frustrating. I wanted to just get a quick turnaround and not let my work go to waste, so I started training, and they were saying I was going to fight Shane Burgos at Madison Square Garden, so I was getting ready for that mentally, preparing myself. I went home. I went to Hawaii, reset myself, got grounded again, fed my soul a little bit, so that was good, but I was getting ready for November. He signed with the PFL, so I had to, keep preparing for the next guy. Then the word was I think I was supposed to fight Ilia Topuria in December 17th. I was like given a day, and then I found out on social media he was fighting Bryce Mitchell. So I was like, okay, that's not going to happen. And then all these guys were getting tied up. The other guys already fought at the top, like the Emmets, the Caters, the Zombies. Giga and Sadiq were matched. And then it kind of made sense. I think there was Caceres who popped into the rankings. So I was thinking, well, that might be an option. And then there were some other guys I was looking at, like a Damon Jackson, a guy outside the ranking who's on a great winning streak. And I got called out on one of the I forget the guy, the Brazilian guy. He called me out. I thought, okay, maybe that fight might make sense. One of these guys is going to get a shot. I don't want to be the guy that will only fight the guy above me, because a lot of guys do that. I've fought a lot of guys above me, so I think anyone below me in the ranking definitely deserves a shot. But yeah, Damon DM'd me, and I was like, sure, bro. But I mean, I'm not the matchmaker, but yeah, I mean, I'm 100% down. And then it was every 3 days, he'd be like, hey, is the fight done yet? I'm like, dude, hit up Sean Shelby, hit up your manager, because on my end it's done, but there's nothing I could do about it. Eventually the fight came to fruition, so yeah, here we are, a couple days away.
Love it. I know a lot of people are looking forward to this fight. I guess last thing for me, what does this fight, represent to you? What does a win represent to you here, man? I mean, is it something about proving doubters wrong, or maybe people that have hopped off the bandwagon, or is it something about yourself? I mean, what's most important to you here?
I think most important for me is just to go out there and have fun. I really love this sport. I love what I do, and I've experienced burnout just through training every day. I've experienced, it sucks cutting weight all the time. So I've experienced that but I want to just go out and prove myself that I still have it. I'm still one of the best. I do feel written off by a lot of people, and that's fine. And I definitely want to go out there and prove something that I am one of the best in the world.
Hey, Dan, with you and Puna on the same card, it's not only that, but you're fighting back to back. I mean, how cool is that?
Oh, it's great. And at first, I was supposed to fight before him, before the Jeff Neal, and that fight fell out. I was going to go first, and I think he was super nervous about that. And now that he's fighting first, I think that, he likes to be that guy to go out and set the bar, and then I get to go out and cap it. But aside from results, we can't get too high or too low. So whatever happens on Saturday night, it stays there, and then I go straight into my fight. I will definitely be watching. I'm going to be nervous as hell, like I always am. But again, that just shows me I'm a human and gives me a quick little reminder that it's okay to have, I like having these feelings. I want to be able to feel that when I walk out. I've walked out into fights. When I fought Josh Emmett, I remember walking out and just being cold and numb and no feeling, no adrenaline, no emotion, and like I don't like that because that's like a dead spirit, a dead soul, and I don't want to feel that. So getting in tune with my feelings and getting to watch one of my best friends fight is definitely going to bring that out right before the fight, and I think that's a good thing.
And then after you, Sean goes, and then Jivit's also on the card, so Extreme Couture is going to war. I guess does that make it a little bit easier knowing that like you're training with your teammates and you guys all have a goal together?
Yeah, I mean our gym is one of the best in the world, and we want to. It's an individual sport, but it's nice when you see the Gym of the Year title and different outlets saying, "Oh, we nominate Gym of the Year Extreme Couture." Like it's nice to see that. So, and also it's nice that we're not alone. Like I know that I have a brother, I know I have a friend, a training partner that's going through the same thing I'm going through right now, and it's nice to see. So I'm excited to share this experience with everyone.
Finally, for me, you've shared a lot about your mindset and stuff, but like, do you feel pressure coming into this fight with you having 3 losses and like maybe fighting for a job, or is that something that you kind of block out?
Um, I don't block it out. I always feel some type of pressure, and it's mostly the pressure that I put on myself. Um, by nature I'm a perfectionist, so I do everything that I'm supposed to do that's right in my mind. Um, I don't see this as like, oh, I have to win or I'm going to lose my job. What am I going to do? I've learned and I've realized like my identity does not end as a fighter. My identity is not just Danny Gay the fighter. I'm still Danny Gay, a human being. So beyond fighting, I'm gonna have other ventures, other paths, but I'm in this right now. I'm in my prime, and I'm loving this. I'm enjoying this. So if I can just go out there and perform and be free, that's the best Danny Gay you're gonna see. But if I do get like I've experienced that pressure that I put on myself or I don't perform at my best and that doesn't take anything away from me or what people think about me. It just sucks on my end that I know in my head that I could have done better. So I'm not thinking about the past. I'm not thinking about losses. Those things happen. They're done. I'm here right now, and that's the most important thing is being present and staying present.
Thanks, man.
Oh, I got one real quick. Yeah, Dan, how's the dad life treating you, brother? I see you rocking the New Balances. I've seen the kid
Yeah.
on the skateboard. How's the dad life treating you?
Dude, I mean, dad life's just been amazing. The first year was hard for me, just kind of going through a lot mentally. Going through losses, becoming a dad for the first time. You wanna win so bad. Like, it's like you put extra pressure on yourself to provide for my son, for my family, because I've become a dad. But now I'm just enjoying it, man. I'm enjoying every second of it. Obviously, I'm spending more time away at the gym and training and whatnot. But every moment I get with that kid, it's just, good or bad. If he's freaking out, having tantrums, because he's practically a toddler now. Dude, I love it because I'm watching this little human being form before my eyes, and he's wrestling, he's skateboarding. I take him skateboarding. And I'm just stoked, and yeah, it makes me emotional thinking about it. But I love the kid, and I love being a dad.